Hey sippers, welcome to our show. While we're spilling, grab a cocktail and start sipping. Get ready to unwind with your girls.
Thank you for joining us for Cocktails and Conversation with your girls. I'm Shataz, your co-host for tonight, and these are my beautiful co-hosts.
Hey sippers, it's your girl Primp and Propa.
Hey sippers, it's your girl Miss Jones to you.
Hey sippers, I'm Shay Marie. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Make sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagram at Cocktails and Conversations. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. Now get comfy because tonight we're discussing outrageous proms and Kim Kardashian studying to become a lawyer. Remember, we want you all to chime in, so leave your comments below.
Hey sippers, even though the cold season is not around the corner, we're giving you a taste of winter. Whether the weather outside is frightful, nothing warms the soul like a shot of vodka. And if we're going to indulge in vodka, we might as well make it a festive drink with the Drunk Jack Frosty. Isn't that a tongue tie? The Drunk Jack Frosty is a combination of vodka, champagne, blue Curaçao, and ice topped off with a lemon wedge and also sandy white sugar. All right, ladies, so let's try these drinks. Let's see what's the talk about. All right, so sippers, as you all may know, I am expecting, so of course I can't indulge in the tastiness or not tastiness based on Primp's face of the drink. I actually just have blue Gatorade topped with some ice. So
Yeah.
I'm going to let the girls go ahead and tell you what they think about their drink because we all know how Gatorade tastes.
Yeah, I don't like it personally. I think it's watered down.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know what could make it.
Do you guys think that we put too much ice? Is it something we did or?
It's just disgusting.
Yeah, it could be
The liquor,
the amount of ice.
it's disgusting. It tastes like watered down liquor.
Yeah, it does.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I don't like it. And it's cold. It'll keep you feeling cool. I like the icy kind of vibe of it, but I would never get this. I would never order it.
Is it tasteless?
Yeah, I don't know what
It's
it
just
doesn't
watered
have
down.
any taste.
And it hasn't been sitting long, so I don't know why.
It's disgusting.
It's just,
And you don't think it's a little strong too?
no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
do.
feel
I
it.
don't think it's strong,
It's
but
strong.
it's watered down.
Yeah.
My Gatorade tastes
So
good.
this wasn't a good choice.
No.
No.
But still try it and tell us what you guys think.
Yeah, you may like it.
To a teenager, there's nothing more iconic than prom, and a budget is not something they think about. Between over-the-top promposals, exotic whips, and attire, the price tag on prom can get expensive. During prom season, you can't scroll down your timeline without oohing and ahhing over girls with flawless red carpet gowns and their matching bays. And we can't forget the exotic transportation from camels, private jets to exotic whips. They are bringing it. If you haven't noticed, prom has seriously become an easy way to go viral and a price tags parents can't forget. So the question is, do you think it's outrageous how much money parents spend on their child's prom? Is it necessary? Okay, so I think it's outrageous, especially the amount of money the parents spend, but I think it's cute. And the kids, whenever you look at the pictures, they're so happy, and they probably start planning this stuff as soon as they get into 9th grade. So I will hope the parents save. If your kids are going to high school, you have 4 years to save so that you're not spending your last. Hopefully they're not spending their last.
Exactly.
I always feel like if you got it, why not? And especially if the child is excelling academically, yeah, it's like a treat. Like, okay, you deserve this. But if your child is not going off to college afterwards, or they don't even have any plans, or they are failing school, and you still give them this luxury experience? No. And especially if you're spending your last. If you're on Section 8, no offense, but if you're on government assistance and you're spending you're doing Lamborghinis, like the house you live in that car costs more than the house you live in that you're renting. I just feel like it can go towards the college fund, or it could go towards something more beneficial.
Definitely.
So I just feel like, no, the people I do see going, the majority of the people I do see going all out is the people from the hood. And I just feel like, no. I know it's an experience to be had, but it's the mindset of us as a people, black people. You got to show off. And then what? Like, my sister just went to prom yesterday, and she got a dress right from Macy's, and it's different, and it's so crazy because she liked that, and then I noticed it's different depending on where your child goes to school. My sister lives in Palm Beach, and her school is predominantly Caucasian, Hispanic kids from Palm Beach Gardens who have money, and they don't go all out. She was beautiful, but to people that where we live, South Florida, they probably they probably didn't do much. Cause I posted her picture, and usually when I post prom pictures of people down here that I know, people are like, oh my gosh, and I didn't get that from my sister's picture. She was beautiful, but the fact that it wasn't over the top. But the people at her prom, they were like so amazed because they seen her outside of her element. But hey, you gotta remember, she didn't have no Lamborghini. She didn't have no Maserati.
What kind of car did she have?
She took an Uber.
Nothing wrong with that.
For my prom, I worked, so I didn't.
What did you do? You didn't go?
I did. I worked, so I paid for my own prom dress. It was $300. My mom never had to worry about me my whole senior year. I paid for everything out of my own pocket. My parents did get me a car, but it was like a Chrysler Sebring. I was supposed to get an Audi though, but the Audi wasn't there. But I got a Chrysler Sebring, a convertible drop top, and that's what it was. That's what I got. Like, it was not. But I think prom is way over the top now. People flying in on helicopters. As long as you got the money, why not?
Yes.
But if you're doing the most and you don't have it, you showing your child the wrong way how to manage and handle money. So yeah.
Well, I think if you got it, it's not outrageous.
Right.
Again, it's your child. You do what you want. It's your pockets. I can't count them.
Right.
I think prom is a one-in-a-lifetime experience that if my child wants to come out in an exotic whip, flying in a jet, camel, whatever, I'm for it. I'm currently saving for my nephew's prom, which is in 2 years, and whatever he wants, he's getting.
Good.
Oh, I have a question. If he doesn't have like the best grades, will you still go all out?
Of course not, but he's
Okay.
a great student.
Okay, good.
He's very respectful. He has a head on his shoulder. He knows what he wants to be in the future. He's
Good.
going to college to be an engineer.
Yes.
He's an honor student. He brings straight A's and B's home. So yeah, he's getting whatever he wants. There's no budget to
That I agree with.
I feel like it's a one-in-a-lifetime experience, and most parents, my opinion, I think that they want to leave a last memorable impression for people, or maybe the senior class, and 10 years from now, their child can come back and they can remember that moment, that day. I mean, I don't think it's nothing wrong with it. I personally enjoy scrolling down my timeline, and I can't wait for senior prom, because I'm waiting to see the pretty girls, the matching booze, the exotic whips. Do you guys remember the 2 boys that came in the camel? One graduated from my old high school, I think, Blanche Ely, go Tigers. He came in a camel, and then there was a mother in Philadelphia who basically brought Dubai to prom. And you know, I don't know if she was a professional living on Section 8. I don't know, but she left a memorable impression. I still remember that.
I did see it. It was beautiful.
I think if your child is a good child and they know what they want out of life, why not? Give them what they want. I'm that parent. I spoil my kids so they can get whatever they want as long as they bring home good grades.
Yeah.
I agree with all you ladies. If you have it to spend it, why not? I personally, you just have to make sure that, the grades are correct. And some of these kids who are doing this, some of them don't even end up graduating high school. And it's sad. No, it's not even a laugh matter. It's really sad because you do all of this and it's like, for what? What are we truly celebrating for this child who's not bringing home good grades, who's not doing good in school, who's probably not even going to graduate? What are we celebrating? What are we teaching them? We're teaching them that no matter what you do, you're going to get rewarded at the end. Like, it has to be some boundaries. I have a son, and, by the time he's ready to graduate, I don't know. I guess we're going to be flying in spaceships. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's to come, but, the way things are excelling this era, it's crazy. I personally, I don't know. I don't know if I would do it. I don't know if I would do it because it just seems a little extreme to me. But to each his own. So if they like it, I love it.
Yeah.
There are a lot of celebrities who dropped out of high school and did not go to college to pursue their careers. But there are those who stuck with it and went as far as getting a master's and a PhD. Some did it because they were totally on a different career path before making it into business. Others did it while living the life of the rich and famous. It was recently reported that Kim Kardashian is studying to become a lawyer and plans on taking the bar exam in 2022. If you were rich and famous, would you still find value in a college education?
So if I was rich and famous at this age, I don't think I would go. I don't think I would find value in it. If I do go back to school, it's just to gain knowledge or just to accomplish it, just to do it. Because that's something nobody can take away, is your degree. But it doesn't mean anything. You already have the money, so you're not doing it for money. But you can afford it. You can afford to go to school because college is not expensive. I mean, college is expensive. It's not affordable if you don't take out a loan or if you don't have money in the bank. So, but if I have the money, I probably wouldn't even have time to go to school. But nonetheless, I think I would consider going to school for something. Okay. Just to be smart at it, because especially if you want to, like, I don't want to say I like politics, but I like to be educated on certain things when I talk about it. So if I want to make a difference in how people vote, or I want to be educated about it, so I'll go take a course on political science, because I did take that in college. So to finish it, yeah, I think I would.
That's great.
Yeah.
I would definitely find value in an education. I've always said they can take all the riches, the fame, everything from you, but one thing they can't take from you is your knowledge. So you could be on top one day and go bankrupt the next. So with the college education, I feel like you can still have something to fall back on. You can go find a career. You can do a lot of things. I mean, an education opens thousands of doors for you. It also puts you 10 steps ahead of a lot of people or celebrities in general. Let's take Donald Trump, for instance. I don't think if Donald Trump had never went to college, he would not be president of the United States. So I think because of that education that he had, got him into office. I don't think, can you be a president?
I disagree.
Oh, okay.
I think the kind of person he is what got him into the office, not to do with his education, because he has not shown that he's college educated.
I think his
in
education,
the way he speaks.
I think his education got him in the door, got him to be the president he is today. I also think that Kim is doing a great thing. She's being an example to her kids as well, because she's showing them it's not only there's more to just the entertainment industry. There's more to modeling, being an actress or an entertainer in general. You can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be anything you want to be. So I applaud her for that. And like I said, knowledge is key. It puts you 10 steps ahead of a lot of people, and you always have something to fall back on. Like, you can be on top today and gone tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I definitely recommend anyone, if you're thinking about going to school, get a degree. It doesn't have to be a master's or a PhD. At least get a associate or a bachelor.
Yeah, I agree with you. Me personally, I place a high value on education. Like you said, no one can take your knowledge from you. So if I was rich and famous, I would still, because to me, I consider myself a lifelong learner. So whether I'm going to a seminar or watching videos on YouTube, I'm always doing something where I'm learning. And another thing, as far as Kim Kardashian, she's studying to be a lawyer, but she doesn't have to go to law school. She's going, because in California, that's a state where you don't have to go to law school. You can just, if you pass the bar exam, then you're an attorney.
Okay.
So for her reasoning, I don't think people should be bashing her for that, because she's looking beyond herself. Everybody says that she's so self-absorbed and all this different things, but she's showing that she wants to, educate herself so she can help people further. So I applaud her, and like I said, I place a high value on education. Just like with Nipsey Hussle, at his funeral, his brother mentioned how he was self-taught. He always read books, to learn different things. He taught himself how to build a computer. So in any form, I'm for education.
Okay. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on this topic, because although I'm for education, I am pro-education, but I don't think that having a college degree definitely guarantees success. I know a lot of people who have multiple degrees, and it all depends on what you have your degree in, which is going to get you to the door or make you be 10 steps ahead. I'm not even going to bash anyone's degree, but there's some degrees, it's kind of like, you went to school for this? Like, honey, you could have just learned that from YouTube University. Like, there's no reason to do that. You went to school for something, and the job you're going to get is going to make you less than $30,000. That's a waste of time to me. So I think that you have to educate yourself on things that are of value. So I do agree. Nipsey Hussle did not go to college, but he was a very intelligent man.
Yes.
He opened himself up to reading books and doing things. I don't think necessarily a college degree, it's where it's at. I personally I admire Kim, because what she's doing is, just as Shataz stated, she's showing her kids that although you may have everything, because these kids, they're set for life. Like, between Chris, Kylie, Kanye, Kim, like, these kids have nothing to worry about, but still mom is sacrificing and taking time out of her personal time to be able to educate herself so she can do better for other people. So I definitely applaud Kim, but a college degree in itself, I personally, if you don't have a plan in life, I always say make sure you go to college. But I know a lot of my friends who are very successful, way over 6 figures, way over some 7 figures, never stepped a day in someone's college, But I do think that once you get to a certain level, as far as celebrity status, you have everything. The education in itself, getting a degree, because we see that a lot of people go back and get their doctorates, and it's not because they have to, it's self-fulfillment.
Yeah.
So it's a way of saying, you know what, at the end of the day, I didn't get to do this when I was younger because of different circumstances, or I chose a different path, but I'm still going to go educate myself.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with always continuing to educate yourself, because we all have a lot to learn.
But also, I think like Susie mentioned, they may want to take a different career path. So like Kim Kardashian wants to be an attorney now, so that requires her to educate herself. I also, 3 people that I kind of admire who are at the top of their game who went back. Diddy, he got his PhD. Tyra Banks, she went back to Harvard Business School, and then she's also a professor now. And Swiss Beats, he got his PhD. So these are people, they're now outside of their norm of modeling and rapping, and they're dealing with businessmen in different arenas in life. So I'm sure they want that knowledge as well so they can be up there. You know, Tyra is Harvard educated now, so she can step in the room and
Do you think that's what guarantees you to step in the room, though?
No,
Okay.
no. The question is, if you were rich and famous,
No,
would you?
I understand what the question.
Okay.
I'm just asking you if you
No.
think that guarantees it.
It doesn't, but some people may want that education because you're not going to college just for a degree. If you're stepping on that campus, you should be absorbing everything that the teacher is putting out to you.
And when I said education is important, yes, people can be successful without a college education, but we also need to take into consideration, what if your business flaps in 30 years? What are you going to have to fall back on? Say, for instance, that person go bankrupt or get sued for all their riches and fame. Can you go look for a good, decent job without a college education?
Well, there's this book that I read. It's called Secrets of a Six-Figure Woman. And there's a lot of people in life that made money and never touched down in school. And as I stated, and I want my sippers to know, I don't want anyone to think that I'm not for education or not for a college degree. But there's certain things that I think people put a stigma on where it guarantees success, and it does not. It does not guarantee success.
Doesn't.
I'm not saying
At
that.
all.
I think it depends on
It
the
helps.
person.
It helps.
And I feel like if I was if a rich person goes, or a famous or rich person goes back to school, it's not even about your business flapping, but you can be in the room and know what's going on, because we always hear about them getting robbed by their accountant because they're not
Accountants,
knowledgeable about
exactly.
certain paperwork. So when not even going to college, reading up on things, you can educate yourself. You don't always have to go to college, but being educated enough to know these things, so you won't get tricked off the streets and you won't be tricked out of your money, because these people are smarter than you.
That happens all the time.
There's
exactly.
There's this guy that I follow on Instagram. I can't remember his name. It's like I billion
I know who you're
something.
talking about.
I tagged you. I believe I tagged all you ladies on one of his things. And he has a daughter who's, I believe she's 21. And I think she had just turned 21. And that she just turned 21. And he said to his viewers, he said, you know, my daughter, she has shadowed her father, because I think internships have a lot to play in stuff too, because if you're around that environment, you would be so surprised on things that you can gain. You gain that knowledge firsthand. That's why, me personally, I will tell anybody this: if you do go to school, whether it's for business, whatever it's for, make sure you do an internship. Nothing beats that firsthand experience.
I did my internship.
Yes.
And that young girl, she's able to go inside of different business meetings and so on and so forth, and talk the talk and walk the walk. And it's not because she went to school, because she didn't go to college, but because she was following her father firsthand in these business meetings. She just knows.
Yes.
And it also helps with being connected. We see that a lot of times. People who are children of people who are rich and famous, or successful people, they're able to get into certain rooms, and they're able to get on certain plateaus and get on certain levels, not because of necessarily how hard they had to work, but people who they're associated with. Networking is everything. So,
Well, we would love to keep this tea spilling, but unfortunately, we're running out of time. But you can keep the conversation going by leaving your comments below on Facebook and Instagram at Cocktails and Conversations.
all right, thank you for everyone for tuning in. Now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you Wednesday night at 8 p.m. for Cocktails and Conversations.
Good night.